Ah yes, Thanksgiving. A time of the year when we set aside our concerns and put on a cute sweater, as we hear the uncle, or the dad, or the grandparent have some obscene and enraged thoughts about politics, race, religion, and whatever else is on the news these days. Of course, those discussions only happen at the adults' table. Here at the kids' table, for everyone under the age of 18, the discussions mostly go like,
do you want to play Princess and Mermaids with me? Ooh, color? Or play on the stickiest iPad you've ever seen and watch YouTube Kids? Or play some bad online game?
No. Or,
guess who's no longer invited to my birthday party? Like, I'm not gonna name names, but it's Melissa. After she said she liked like Christian, who totally loves me back, and is not just like the deepest, darkest hope in my body, that I wish he would just scream at me about how much he loves me. And if he doesn't like me back, I would die.
you'll probably get over him within a week. And of course, you can't forget...
Oh, dudes, count how many dinner rolls I can fit in my mouth at once. In fact, I'll race you to see which one of us can eat more. Ready, set, go.
Jordan, you're gonna choke. Again. Yeah, not fun. Thankfully, I'm 17, which means this is my last year at the kids' table. All I have to do is survive this year, and then I can be at the adults' table. But until then, I'm stuck here. And unfortunately, this is who I have to sit with. First is my sister Casie.
I'm Casie, I'm 7 years old. I love mermaids and unicorns and fairies and the color pink, and I want to be a princess when I grow up.
I remember a time when I wanted to grow up and be a dinosaur, or a time I was looking forward to being an adult. Then again, there is a sort of charm about innocence. It can be a bit much at times, like Casie. Next is my cousin Jordan.
Ha! I told you I could fit those rolls in my mouth. Jordan, the 10-year-old, reigns supreme. I just know they're going to put this in the history books when I reach the NBA.
Jordan's mom is 5 foot and his dad is 5'4". Let's just say, if he's going to reach anything, he's going to need a stool. I don't have the heart to tell him that his NBA goals are far from his reach, but he'll figure that out eventually. Either way, he'll keep looking up to NBA players, both figuratively and literally. And finally, we have my other cousin, Sammie.
Hey, don't go clowning on a 12-year-old like that. Plus, you know I've dirt on everyone here. Shall I remind you? First, I remember you eating all the candy last time you were here. When my parents asked me who did that, I said I didn't know. Of course, you can always change my answer. No. Oh. And you. I could have, and totally will, snitch on you for the time you broke that window while playing baseball.
How many times do I gotta tell you? That was an accident.
And finally, I will tell the adults about the body of my favorite stuffed animal you broke.
The thing was falling apart on its own.
The adults don't know that. I still have power here, and don't you forget that. Mom!
Fine. Never mind. Can you all just please promise me to have a normal Thanksgiving for once? I want my last time here at the kids' table to be one I can at least look back on and go, that wasn't so bad. Every time I have to look at the family photo with forced smiles and itchy sweaters that my aunt insists on framing.
Yeah, we can do that. We should do this for Scarlet.
We'll be the champions on the kids' table.
Thank you. Now let's have a normal, quiet dinner.
First.
Please don't do that. What are you doing? Honestly, how hard is it for you guys to have manners on the table? I mean...
Fine. Do not read this.
And so, being the amazing cousin that I am, I'm of course reading it. Dear Christian, it's Sammie. It's hard to say this, but I love you.
I love you more than the Barbie movie, or the free slushy days at 7-Eleven, or apple pie, or all those combined. I would give up anything, including candy, to be with you. I'm not sure if this is just some silly childhood crush, or something I'm just doing for attention, but I want to be with you, and I hope you feel the same way. I know I can be annoying, and bratty, and a narc in class, and I've been trying to work on that, but it's honestly just a scheme to get people to pay attention to me. Listen, what I'm trying to say is, I wish you could be mine. I wish we could make each other love letters made with nearly dreaded glue sticks and glitter that'll outlive the earth in class. I wish we could exchange food during lunches, giving each other what we don't like, but they do. I wish we could marry each other's ring pops and get the best flavors for both of us.
But most of all, I wish to be your girlfriend because I like you.
Listen, he's a really nice guy.
The same guy that just responded with a thumbs up emoji?
Maybe he was busy.
Then he would have waited to respond later.
Maybe he thought if he didn't respond right away, I'd take it as a rejection.
Then he would have said that.
Please, I promise, he's really nice.
It's like you promised to work on your bratty, annoying narc behavior. Look how that's going.
You're mean. I can't wait to leave the kids' table.
Neither can I.
Scarlet, why do you want to join the adults table?
Why wouldn't I want to join the adults table? There, everyone's polite and doesn't bring up any issues, especially when there's different opinions at the table. Casie, in the past few years, you've scribbled all over the table, used the plates and silverware as instruments, and run all over the house so that the candles light your hair on fire.
That was one time.
That's not counting all the dumb conversations. You talk about fairies, and princesses, and mermaids, and whatever other stereotypical little girl stuff the writer could come up with. Your hands are always sticky, and I don't even know how that's possible. All in all, you're disgusting. Jordan, you're impossible. Literally. You shove dinner rolls in your mouth, choke on one, and then expect to get a medal for it. I blamed participation awards for this. And Sammie, nobody likes an arc, especially ones that weaponize it against others. You think you're on top of the world when the only reason people are willing to put up with you is because they don't want their secrets getting sold. If I had a choice, I would have never come here at all. Who wants pie?
Not now, Auntie.
No thanks, Mom. Okay, I'll come back later.
Anyway, you're all annoying. I'm done. Finally, some peace and quiet. I can enjoy Thanksgiving after all.
Remember when we had a drawing competition last Thanksgiving? Your drawings were so pretty. Or when you taught me how to ride a bike or tie my shoes. Those were some of the best moments of my life. And that all happened at Thanksgiving.
I guess. Or,
Remember the time when we were making turkey drawings by tracing our hands and mine got ripped? I cried, but you offered me yours and we all laughed together.
that's true. And of course, you can't forget.
Remember when I won the annual dinner roll eating competition?
That never happened.
Well, remember when we were playing football against the adults and we were losing, but then you scored the last touchdown and we won against them, and we all cheered your name?
I guess that was pretty great. Perhaps I've been a bit too harsh. I made a mistake.
Duh!
Yeah, I deserve that.
Don't think you can just walk in here and ask for forgiveness. Give a whole monologue about how you were wrong. And then we'll all suddenly forgive you. I've seen movies, you know.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Well, how else are we supposed to make it to the resolution?
Scarlet does have a point.
Look, I know I haven't treated you as well this Thanksgiving. I was so worried about it being awful that I ruined it for everyone else. Casie, You make me laugh, and your energy radiates off you and gives it to other people. Casie, Sammie, even though you weaponize your words, you also comfort people with them. And Jadyn, you're short king.
Whoa. The monologue thing actually worked. I'm a short king.
Well, what you said was mean, and we're not sure if you should be forgiven yet. We do still love you a lot.
Yeah, you showed us the way our entire lives. You're a role model.
Don't be too flattered. It's the kind of role model you only like because the other ones did some illegal stuff, and that's not cool. So, like a fine beat.
I'll still take that. Thank you all. I regret doing something so rude, but now I see why I put up with all of this. For joy, for love, for family.
Does anyone want pie now?
Yay, pie!
So, I guess everything worked out in the end. The sweaters weren't so itchy, the smiles didn't seem so forced, and it wasn't so bad. I'm sure Casie will be just as energetic for the next year, Jadyn just as short, and who knows, maybe Sammie will have worked on herself. As for me, I'm moving on to the adults table to talk about politics, race, religion, and whatever else is on the news these days. I guess I'll finally have to start paying attention to that. Although, who says I have to leave? Hey, how would you guys feel if I showed up here next year too?
Should we?
She could make fun of us next year too.
But who's gonna count my consumption of dinner rolls?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot time! Bring it in!